Good morning, my name is Claire. Welcome. Today I wanted to do a bit of a cozy reading and cozy writing day in my life vlog and just kind of embracing the dark academia vibes that this season is. Truly. We are just at that weird time of year where it is gloomy, it is cloudy, it is not quite Christmas and like the vibrant, colorful Christmas part, like no one has lights up or anything yet, but we're moved past Halloween, so we're kind of in this weird in-between stage, and I always like to kind of lean in to the seasons where I can, and that just to me means embracing the moody weather. And so the best way I know how to do that is I'm currently listening to all of the dark academia things. So I'm currently listening to The Exorcism of Faeries, which is an indie author, indie pubbed dark academia set in Dublin. Having a great time, and I'm also reading, and I have been reading for a very long time, very slowly, The Secret History. Because of that, I thought, hey, why not let's do a bit of a dark academia themed day in my life where we just kind of do all the cozy hobbies and things, which for me is reading and writing. So that's essentially the plan. I am going to start today off with some writing. I have to get my word count in. This is just self-imposed word count of some fun projects that I'm working on. And then I think later today we'll go into town, we'll do some book shopping, maybe, I don't know. We'll at least peruse the bookstores, and then it will finish off the day with some dark academia reading. And I'll give you guys my thoughts on these two books because I have many thoughts, so that is the plan. We're getting into some writing now. I think I'm gonna go make myself a tea to have with my writing, and then we'll get into things. Alright. Okay, so I know that a lot of other people do like the Promoto, I really have to figure out what that's called, but they do like a timer technique where they'll, start the timer and start with a word or something just to kind of get the juices flowing. And what I have started doing is not quite that, but kind of similar. I have this like made up character that I kind of created that writes letters as if like I would be sending them out to space. This sounds so weird when I say it out loud, but this is what I do, and it kind of works for me. And I just like pick a topic that as if I was like writing from this persona that I've created to an alien to like describe life on Earth. If that makes any sense. I know, super weird. It works for me though. I don't know why, but it really does. And I just have a huge list of concepts and ideas that I write down whenever I think of them, and I just come down to the page and I go, what's the topic? So today I wrote about, I'm afraid the best years are behind me. Yeah, I don't know if these will ever make it to the light of day. I've kind of tempted like to start posting them, but they also are just like me getting the words out of my brain onto a paper, onto the page. Metaphorical page, not actual page, but you get what I'm saying. Yes, so anyway, that's done now. I pumped that out. I don't even know how long it took me. I think it took me like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, somewhere in there. And now I am going to try and dive into, a little bit more writing, I think. maybe I'll do a little half-an-hour sprint, and then we'll head into town so we can do some reading. I have been reading this on my Kindle, and I don't know what it is. It just feels genuinely wrong to read it on a Kindle. So I might go and see if we can pick up a copy of this. I don't know. I'm kind of tempted to get it in the hardback though, and I don't think they definitely won't have the hardback in store. I don't imagine. That would be very weird. It's an old book. So that's the plan. Let's get back. Alright, so it has been a few hours. I had to take my dog for a walk and, you know, life. So I have retired my Dark Academia outfit for the true Dark Academia vibes outfit, which is in fact sweats. Because what else do you actually wear when you're studying, honestly? Truthfully, like, truth. So I'm just gonna put this on 1 second. We have a turtleneck. It counts, right? Anyway, so while I was in town, I continued to listen to The Exorcism of Faeries by J.L. Vampa. I'm now done. I did finish this between walking around town and then walking my dog earlier. We're done. I did have a really fun time with this. This is set in Dublin in the 1990s, and there is this plague that has taken over Ireland, and they're not really sure why or what is happening. We essentially start off this story with Atta, who works in her family morgue, and she's literally hoisting a dead body out of the morgue, taking it to the secret society that is studying the plague, and that's kind of how we kick off. I'm gonna leave you there because I don't want to spoil too much, but yeah, this one definitely did tick all the gothic Dark Academia vibes. It was set in Trinity College in Dublin. We have a student professor flirty thing going on, and we have found family as well. Anyway, so I finished that one, but right now we're gonna get back into reading some more of The Secret History. I'm about 40% through, so we're gonna see. I'm honestly just gonna probably read for another hour or two tonight, and we'll see where we get to, and I'll just tell you my thoughts as we go. So this book, The Secret History, if you have never read or don't really know anything about it, we are following a group of students who are at this university, and we start the novel off knowing that someone died. The very first sentence of the prologue says, The snow in the mountains was melting and Bunny had been dead for several weeks before we came to understand the gravity of our situation. From the get-go of this novel, we know that that's what we're dealing with. And so enter Richard. He is our narrator. He enters this very privileged college and he just is there for the experience. He's from a very poor background and he wants to just experience academic life. And he somehow finds himself catapulted into this like smaller elite group of students who are taken under this wing of this professor who kind of takes it upon himself to teach them everything. And so they're very secluded, they're doing their own thing, and so they've become very intertwined in one another's lives. And this story very, very intricately follows and details this academic experience that he is going through. And we are getting little clues of like how that came to pass as we continue to read. So it's kind of a part mystery. It's set in this university, so it's very gothic, and this book started this whole genre, and this like genre of dark academia. What it truly comes back to is this idea of celebrating and idolizing this pursuit of knowledge. At the same time, as I'm continuing to read this, I'm understanding that it is also a reflection in many ways on the pretentiousness of that. Yeah, and the kinds of like elitism that comes with having these social circles or these elite groups that can just pour their time and their life energy into just studying and literature. And overall, I love the writing style. I find it very meditative to read, but it is very slow. It is honestly just like a book that you want to cozy up with on a dark, rainy day, and you just want to like sit there, ideally with a pen. Truly intrigued how this is going to end. Like, I know that we end with someone dying, but I am still struggling to put the pieces together. Let's keep reading. Oh. There's also some lines that are just stunning, and when you understand the context that this woman, Donna Tartt, wrote this book over like 10 years, it makes a lot of sense. She just had a lot of time to really hone those sentences, but this, for example. But strange and marvellous as she was, a wisp of silk in a forest of black wool, she was not at all the fragile creature one would have her seem. Stunning. Alright guys, I think that's going to be the end of this dark academia day in my life theme. I cannot wait to keep going with this. I am having such a good time. I will probably do my full review and wrap up in another video to come. But yeah, I'm going to leave you guys there for today. If you've enjoyed this style of video, please let me know. It helps. I like to know like what you guys enjoy seeing. But otherwise, guys, I'm going to leave you there. I hope you have a wonderful rest of this moody season. As always, thanks for sticking around. Happy reading, and I will see you in the next one.